Hi, a very, very good evening to everybody. I had said that my friend and the captain of Sunrisers Hyderabad, David Warner, will join us on Sports Today and India Today. There he is, huge game. And this is to celebrate him. This is to celebrate the team. More than him, the team, the spirit they have shown. Because about a week, 10 days back, when he was on inspiration, trust me, and I'm being very honest here, he said to me or said to us that some games left, we will still make a comeback. I honestly didn't believe him. I mean, from then on to win all four games, all knockout games, and to make the playoffs seemed an uphill task for me. Frankly, he's been able to do that again. 600 runs, 500 runs, almost every season. Look at the kind of consistency. Something interesting about this man, his leadership, his ability, his potential, and to turn things around. David Warner, firstly, congratulations. This has been an unbelievable journey. How did you make this possible, you and the team? What went on after that 110-15 run all out against Punjab?
Thank you, Boria, for having me, and it's great to see you. And yeah, look, we did speak about the games beforehand, and we knew very well that coming into the back end of the tournament that we had to beat some very good teams, and obviously they were the top three teams to get into the position that we're in at the moment. So for us, it was about establishing a role for each individual to have the confidence and backing of self-belief to be able to go out there and execute your role in the position that you're there for the team. And so far, everyone has done exactly what has been asked of them. And I think the inclusion of Jason Holder and the balance of Natarajan bowling in the outside the power play in partnership with Rashid Khan, I think has been very important to our lineup. And I think the way that the bowlers have bowled the last few games has been exceptional. They've always sort of had to bring it back in the early stage of the tournament, but this stage of the tournament, they've been able to take wickets in the power play and still contain it through the middle. And it helps when you're taking wickets and restricting teams to less than 150. So for me, it was about, the guys out there bowling and fielding. They've been doing an outstanding job for us, which has allowed us batters to go out there and do what we do and not chase big totals. And it's helped. It's helped massively.
Yeah, and just coming to you. I mean, if I divide the tournament into two halves, the first half was David Warner almost sort of trying to bat through, holding himself back a little bit, seemingly sort of taking a little bit more pressure on himself. And then all of a sudden, we saw the David Warner that we know. Free flowing, taking charge, dominant, power play in control. And it was such a refreshing transformation. And all of a sudden, the fear that you have been able to evoke year on year on the opponents came back. And all of a sudden, the strike rate went up, the dominance went up. Was it conscious? How did you do that? And how easily can you make that transformation? Because it's also a mental thing, right?
Yeah, it is a mental thing. And what we spoke about is what I just said before about each individual playing their role for the team. And I felt that I had to come out and be a bit more positive. I probably felt that we had a lot of more responsibility at the top because through the middle period, we were losing wickets, but we weren't establishing two set batsmen at the end. So I just said, at the end of the day, let's just go out there, play our role, play our way, and play freely. And it's working. We're going back to, I'm sort of going back to where I started my career in 2009, 2010, and playing that way. And I love playing that way. And to come out and be able to showcase that once again and have that positive mindset from the top, it just sets the tone from ball one. And that's what I said with the bowlers. If we can somehow manage to swing the ball, take early wickets like Sandeep Sharma has been for us, it sets the tone. And that's the clarity of each individual and the role that they play. And we've been able to execute that very well the last couple of games. So hopefully that momentum goes into the semi-final.
Fingers crossed for you. And there comes Riddhima. Riddhima, welcome. Quick introductions on the virtual stage. There's Riddhima Pathak, who is our host, and there's David Warner, who I keep celebrating almost every day on Sports Today. So friend, captain, legend, whatever you want to call. One question from me, then you can ask Davy as well. Davy, as leader, you've got several Indian young boys: Priyam Garg, Abdul Samad, Abhishek Sharma. Sandeep has been around with you for a while, but he's also relatively youngish. T. Natarajan, uncapped players. When you were sort of, in that position where you have to beat RCB, Delhi, Mumbai, what did you tell them as leader? How did you keep motivating them? That it is very easy to feel deflated.
Look, at the end of the day, we're all in a team, and we're here for a reason. That's to win each game that we go out and play, and we take small steps. The big prize is obviously the trophy, but you have to take small steps to get there. And for us, it's about, as I said, each individual knowing their role and executing their role to the best of their ability. We know that there's a lot of teams on paper who might look and set up better than what our sort of structure is, but we can only control what we do. And so far, we've been, flying under the radar. It's funny because no one really talks about us at the beginning of the tournament, about making the finals and winning tournaments. So for us, there's no pressure, and I'm always that relaxed kind of person and captain. And even with our coach and our players, we're just relaxed people. We go out there, we're cool, calm. We take each ball as it comes and play each ball on its merit. So for us, we just go out there and back ourselves, and we believe. We have a big belief, and that stems down from the franchise owners. They're very humble, they're a great family, and they have the ultimate trust and backing in the team. And we thank them for passing down that so that gratitude and humbleness down to us.
Ridhima?
Well, first of all, my apologies for being a little late. I was caught up with the Women's T20 Challenge and the way Deepthi has been performing in the last couple of overs. So my apologies, David. And we met a little earlier this year. I met your daughters also on a virtual stage. And I just have to ask you, if you win the IPL 2020, what would it mean to you personally?
Well, personally, obviously, it would mean a lot. Obviously, I missed out on that season 2 years back, and my season back last year to put, the runs on the board for the team, and to show that my value as a cricket player in general is still there at the highest standard, even having a year off. And for me, it's about this team. This team means a lot to me. It's the family. I call India my second home because I spend half my time over there, and this means a lot to myself. But I hold so much pride and passion for this franchise. I've been here from the second year, and I had the backing and support of the franchise to get me in the auction, and they gave me that belief to let me lead the side in 2016 to victory, and obviously with Kane and Bhuvi taking over the reins when I wasn't there in last year. This means a lot to all of us. This is a lot of planning, a lot of hard work, a lot of preparation. International players come in and come out with the busy schedules. So, for us, there's going to be a lot of mixed emotions. Obviously, there'll be a lot going into tomorrow's game against Delhi, which we're all excited about. And obviously, got a few fellow Australians in that team as well. So, yeah, look, it will mean a lot to me personally, but a whole lot more for the franchise, each individual, and most importantly, the fans who are stuck by us day in, day out. And, we just want to keep putting a smile on people's faces in these unprecedented times.
I'll ask one before you ask another one. Basically, taking from what she said, how is it that you all keep punching above your weight every year? Several years now on the trot, you have made the playoffs. Now, that is an impeccable record. To keep making the playoffs year on year takes a lot of doing on the part of the captain, the team, the leadership, the management group. How is that possible from Sunrisers Hyderabad?
I think the most important thing is, the consistency of scrapping and winning those hard games. We lost against Kings 11. That's a game that we shouldn't lose. But they're the games that you need to lose to then go, okay, we usually win those games. We're the team that's in Kings 11's position where we're defending 125. And we have that belief to win the game. We go back to 2016. I think we played Mumbai and we were all out for 121. I think in Vizag, we bowled them out for 90. You got to have that belief. And I feel that we scrap very, very well. We're in the fight. We're in the contest. And I think that's the way that we shape up against all the teams. And we know if we get off to a good start with the ball or the bat, we're going to be in the game for a long, long way. We don't go out there setting ourselves, big targets or high expectations. We try and deliver each power play as it comes. As I spoke about with the bowlers, the first 6 is very important to take wickets, but our team always consistently, year on, year out, always brings it back, and we finish very well. The last 4 games, we've started well in the power play, and we've been able to bring it back and hold it outside that power play, which has helped us massively. So, it's just one of those things. I think we scrap well, and we win those close games.
Ridhima?
All right. I just have to say that our comment section is buzzing, and we've got a lot of people. We've got Nitin, we've got Chaitanya, we've got Shubham, we've got Devajit. Everybody's saying we love you, Warner. So is there anything that you'd like to say to all our viewers today? Also in these unprecedented times.
And his fans in Hyderabad, something in their language or Hindi or whatever language, because you are a TikTok star, you're a Hindi star, you're a Bollywood star, you're a Kollywood star, you're a cricket star. So now please take the stage over.
I don't have much. I can't speak much Hindi or Telugu. It's from my end. It's a wholehearted thank you very much for your support. The team, the franchise owners, we respect and we hold you guys completely close to our chest. You guys are out there with us every delivery, every 120 balls that we go out there. You guys are with us all the way and in spirit. And I know we're a long way away from India at the moment, but we know that you guys are with us, and we're going to try everything we can in our power to win tomorrow's game and hopefully beat Mumbai in the final.
Ridhima, we've got 3 more minutes to let him go because he's got a team meeting. So 3 more minutes.
So one last question. I mean, it's been a career where you've had fans cheering for you, and suddenly you're playing without any fans in the arena. What is the difference mentally?
Well, the difference is you have to find a way to get up and have a lot of energy, create buzz, and it's difficult to do that when there's no atmosphere out there. We're fortunate enough to have the echoing of crowd around the stadium, which creates that atmosphere. I know when I go back and look at the game we played against New Zealand in Sydney before everything sort of got put on the back burner, was that it was like a training run. It was very, very surreal, very weird. So at the moment, they've found ways to create an atmosphere, create a buzz. But for me, the best thing is reading the messages on social media, all the videos and support and feedback that we're getting from, I back home in Australia and obviously in India. We're getting so much support from the fans, and we know when we're out there, we know how many people are watching, and they're always with us, and we thank them a lot.
Devi, are you nervous? Are you ever nervous? Because every time I speak to you, you're like, no, we'll win. I'll do this. We'll be able to. I keep telling them every time how is it possible for a human being to not be nervous when you're playing such big games and such big contests? And if you are nervous, how do you deal with that pressure?
I'll be honest. Last game, I went into the change room a couple of times. It was more out of frustration than anything. I was, a little bit frustrated with myself. And then I got a little bit nervous when we lost. I think Priyam got caught on the boundary. And then it was just more of the first time I had a little bit of butterflies in my stomach. And I was just riding the change rooms. I've never been in that situation where I've had to sit back in the change room and feel that sort of the closeness of this game. It's either we've been out there fielding, defending, or sometimes I'm usually out there in the middle trying to control it myself. But when it comes to these games, you've obviously got a fair bit of nerves. You've got a lot of time to waste during the day before you get out there. So it's almost like you're playing the game in your mind while you're sleeping, when you wake up, when you're having it, like when I'm having my coffee, you're thinking, how do I go about it? What do I do? But at the end of the day, you just got to keep it simple, clear your mind. At the end of the day, it is a game, but there's high expectations when we cross that line. And it's our job. It's fun. I love the game of cricket. I go out there with a calm mind that I'm trying to execute the best I can. And, with everyone sitting there back at home and watching, everyone has their own duty that they have to do day in, day out. And if you can just do that with 100% commitment, you don't have a care in the world. You don't have to worry about anything. There's no pressure. You we call it eating pressure, because you're so used to doing it day in, day out. You don't let that little bit of nerves creep in, because then you get too tense, and then you sort of you forget that free flowing attitude.
Lovely. Ridhima,
Lovely.
closing comments from you before I close it.
I just want to say that I want to wish you all the best and go all the way. You've got 2 more games to feel nervous at all. Right now, you just got to keep calm and all the best to you. I hope the mood in the camp is great.
Yeah, no, the mood in the camp is very well, and I promise all the Hyderabad fans that if we do get across the line, I will do the Buta Bama.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what I loved was Devi's daughter standing like this and saying "Sunrisers go" the other night on Twitter. I saw that video. And while you subscribe to Sports Today, please subscribe to Devi's YouTube channel also. He's launched his own YouTube channel, which we've tagged, by the way, for this video. So this video
I'll
will also
subscribe.
be available there. You've subscribed? Good.
Yes,
So
yes.
have I. So all of us will. We'll tag Devi's channel. We'll keep celebrating him. Whether it's now, whether it's Hyderabad, whether it's India, or Australia. As I've told him many times, he's good for sport. Ultimately, he's a true ambassador for sport who we love. For me, he's family. Devi, thank you very, very much. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. All the best.
Thank
Well,
you.
Moriza, thank you so much. I have to say, man of your words. And our comment section is buzzing. And what a performance. I've totally missed the last over, though.
Two
But
runs, 2 runs, Supernovas win by. So Supernovas beat Trailblazers by 2 runs.
superb. So it was Deepti who got them over the line, is it?
It is no, they won the match. So
Yeah,
Harman's
they
team.
won the
So
match.
yeah, they
Harman's
won the
team
match.
won the
So
match. Okay.
yeah, so
All right.
it's Supernovas versus Trailblazers final. So
Perfect.
velocity
The-
go out.
I'm so sorry I joined in a little late, but what would he say in the beginning? I completely missed the question.
It was about the journey, how they turned it around. It was about how they sort of, when that Punjab match happened, what they did, what was the dressing room like, how what the roles are assigned to individual players, how sort of such roles are performed to perfection, what is his leadership philosophy, how he's looking at the tournament. It was a really nice conversation, and you saw yourself. I mean, I had
Yeah,
promised this. Who will do this? Tell me at 11 p.m. the night before, unless there is deep
amazing.
friendship. I mean, I'd say, I mean, I had said hoping that he will do it, but pre-match day, I mean, match -1 at 11 p.m. He's playing tomorrow, perhaps one of the biggest games of this IPL. That's friendship. Ultimately, he's just written to me, "Cheers, legend. Thank you very much." So he's a really nice man. Really, I
Yeah.
hope our viewers now agree that we on Sports Today keep to our
Deliver
promises.
promise. Perfect. Also, what a day it's been for the girls. What a great match we've had. Supernovas
Fabulous
versus
game.
Trailblazers.
Fabulous
Fantastic
game.
game.
And think about Harleen Diol. I mean, coming and picking those couple of wickets, and then that cameo, 27 of 15 from Harleen Diol. And what does it mean for Harmanpreet Kaur? 2 more runs and out, defending champions. And then, that fabulous innings by Chamari Yadapadu, and then Harmanpreet Kaur diving around. Just think of the intensity that this match, and Deepti Sharma taking it to the death shows you how good a finisher Deepti Sharma is. And, Smriti
Yeah.
Mandhana played well, got out that false shot of Anuja Patil, but set it up. And then these two. I don't think anyone gave Harleen and Deepti a chance when the asking rate had gone up to 12. Fantastic game. Indian women's cricket. Forget internationals. Indian women's cricket is in real good hands.
It truly is. And, I was speaking to Julan, and she was also speaking very highly of the tournament and about the impact that this particular tournament would have on women's cricket. Having said that, a word on Tanya, sir, today?
Uh, I got scared for Tanya when that ball hit her.
Yeah.
I got scared. I mean, thank goodness for helmets. once again reiterating what Sachin mentioned the other night. Think
Yeah.
about that. I mean, these things are important moments. And uh, the other person I want to talk to about is Priya Punia. Think about Priya Punia and the way. So, for example, when Priya Punia came out to bat with Chamari Atapattu, she was not going, right? She was missing balls and getting almost edges. To hold back and to rein yourself in and be courageous and show what you're made of, and then go and make 30, shows a lot of mettle. So overall, I'm very impressed with these girls. Very impressed.
Well, all the best to the girls, and of course, Supernovas and Trailblazers looking good. Having said that, Boyada, tomorrow's the big day, and tomorrow another match for David Warner. He looks very calm. He looks very composed. Once again, I'm going to ask you, whose favor is it going to go to?
See, I think they have momentum, and it's not because David Warner's my friend or he was on our show. It's not because of that. But I keep saying this. I mean, they have momentum. They have won the last 4 games. And I mean, they have beaten Mumbai, Delhi, RCB twice to be able to make it. So they have been playing knockout cricket for the last 2 weeks. So that winning momentum, and they've got it covered now. I mean, I hope Riddhiman Saha plays. I'm told he has a tight thigh. He should be okay. If Riddhiman Saha plays, then obviously they have it done at the top of the order. Kane Williamson is Iceman, such a cool, calm customer. Jason Holder, what an influence. In fact, he mentioned Holder and the influence he's had, and Williamson. Uh, all said and done, they look a good side to me. Delhi, on the other hand, have lost 4 out of the 5, and the one they won against RCB was a bit of a scrap. So they have the momentum. Having said that, I mean, on the other side, there are these big boys. There are these big boys. If one of them can deliver, Shikhar Dhawan gets 100 or a big innings, a Kagiso Rabada, he's not had wickets in the power play. So he and Enrique Nokia will need to lead. For me, unfortunately, I mean, as you know, based on my comments, there were a lot of trolls tonight, yesterday, and today. However much people think individual genius, I'll just tell you 2 quick things, Ridhima. One, Sachin Tendulkar, 673 runs in the 2003 World Cup. Okay. Sir Garfield Sobers gave him that gold bat as man of the series. Sachin Tendulkar, and go ask him. Sachin Tendulkar put that man of the series gold bat with his luggage. Luggage. Came back to India. His friends went to him and said, give us the gold bat. He said, what gold bat? No, man of the series. He said, I don't even know. And then when they told him that gold bat, he said, gold, he didn't even know. And then when I asked him, he said, but I didn't want that gold bat. The real trophy was in the other room. And that was with Australia. 673 did not matter. It did not matter. Go ask Rohit Sharma. Go ask. In Bangalore during inspiration, Rohit tells me, अरे दादा 500 मत बोलो. मत बोलो. हाँ, तुम बोलते हो अच्छा लग रहा है, but फायदा क्या है? Ultimately, you are playing a team sport. Has your team won? And there have been instances in the past. Diego Maradona won a World Cup football with a team that was mediocre. Now, 13 seasons. No one's questioning AB de Villiers as a genius. 13 seasons, you win it. Ultimately, in sport, it's winner takes all. No disrespect, but you've got to win it. ICC trophy, Champions Trophy, World Cup, IPL, please win. That's what will matter. And that's the point. And winner takes all. And I will hold on to this till I die. In sport, it is winner takes all.
Well, I just want to say it to the fans that, I mean, all of us are on television, but at the end of the day, all of us are also fans of the IPL and each and every team that is there. And as fans, we get a little emotional, and it's just that. But both have great points out there. Having said that, I must say that everybody is congratulating you, and everybody is saying that thank you so much for bringing in David Warner. That was a promise well delivered, and everybody is saying, Borada, you're a star. Thank you so much, Borada, for getting in. We've got Cricket Stone saying that it's unbelievable Warner was here. Also, actually, they wanted to ask David Warner about it, but Riddhiman Saha's fitness update.
I
And we
didn't
don't
want
have
to
an
ask
update.
that. I do, in the
Yeah.
sense, look, it's unfair to ask a captain that. That's why I didn't ask. That's why I
Yeah.
didn't ask, because it's unethical. Having said that, from what I know from sources, is Riddhiman Saha has a tight thigh. It's not a serious injury. Because he's a wicket keeper, he has to bend down, up, down, up. he can't sprint, which is the problem. That's why they wanted to rest him. And the Australia tour is coming. I don't think, from what I know, I was actually asking a lot of Ridhiman's people in Calcutta today, including family, what he's about and up and about. I'm fairly okay. I mean, fingers crossed Ridhiman Saha should play.
All right. Fingers crossed and all the best to Hyderabad and Delhi Capitals for tomorrow. We for sure will meet at 12 p.m. tomorrow to sort of preview the big game that we have. But before I leave, how did your fantasy team perform?
Very well, because I had Chamari Atapatu as captain and Harman as vice, and also I had Deepthi in the team, I had Smriti, and in one of the teams I had Harleen. So all the teams won, and it was fairly okay with me. I mean, I one or two sort of calls were a little here and there. For example, I had Ayabonga Khaka in one team as vice captain and not Shakira Selman, but all the teams have done extremely well. So no problems.
Perfect. All the best for tomorrow as well. I'll see you soon, Burada. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. And thanks a lot for being supportive of the fact that we bring you all this fun banter and, of course, deliver our promises in sports today. Subscribe to the channel. And, of course, we'll see you tomorrow for the big day.